Hello everyone, so today we are going to solve question number 485 from LeetCode max consecutive ones. So in this question we are given with a binary array of nums, return the maximum number of consecutive ones in the array. So let's see what we have and what we can do. So we have input of an array called nums, which is 1 1 0 1 1 1. Now in this we will check that the how many maximum number of consecutive ones we have in this array. So let's move from 1, then we will count 1, then we will have another one, so we will plus 1, so 2, then we will have 0. So our maximum will be now 0. Now, then again we have 1, so 1, then 1, again 1, then 1, 2, then again 1, then 3. So our output is 3. Now in example 2, let's see what we have. Then we have current count equals to 1, then 0. Means current count is equals to 0 and max count equals to 1. Then our current count equals to 1 again and max count equals to 1. Then our current count equals to 2, max count equals to 2. Now move forward, we have 0, then our count is current count is 0 and max count 2, and we have current count equals to 1 and max count equals to 2, so we have max count equals to 2, and we are playing with this method. What is this? We have declared a variable max count and we are denoting it with maximum value from max count and current count. So if the max count is maximum, then max count value will be equals to max count, and value of current count will be max or larger than we have value max count. So let's try to solve this using code. So first of all we will take variable int max count and we will initialize it with 0. Now again we have a variable current count equals to 0, or we will also initialize with it 0. Now we will have for each loop, so int now nums. Here we can also use normal for loop, but to avoid right that nums of I and that, so I used for each loop. Now we will have a conditional statement if num equals to 1, then what you have to do is current count plus plus, so it will increase current count value by 1 when we encounter with 1, and then we have max count equals to max of max count and current count. Then we will write an else statement as current count equals to 0. Now what we are doing, we are looping through all the elements of the nums using a variable num. Now we will, if we are encountering with 1 in an nums array, so the value of current count will be increased by 1 and max count will be equals to the maximum value among the max count and current count. So and else if we are not encountered with 1, or and if we are encountered with another value like 0 or anything else, so the value of current count will be 0. Now let's see what we, for example, from example we can see that we are encountering with 1, so current count will be 1 and max count will check what is bigger, so max count is 0 and current count is 1, so value of max count will be 1. Now again we are encountering with 1, then current count value will be equals to 2 and max count will be also equals to 2. Now encountering with 0, so it is equals to 1, no, then it will going to else statement and it will current count will be equals to 0. Now max count equals to 2 and current count equals to 0. Now encountering with 1, Then it will check current count equals to 1 and max count equals to 2. Then again current count will be 1 plus 1, so it will be current count equals to 2 and max count equals to 2. Now again we have 1, so current count equals to 3 and max count equals to 3. So at last we will return what? We will return value of max count. So let's try to run this code. And yes, our code is correct. And let's now try to submit this code. So our code is accepted, and now let's analyze the complexity of this code. So time complexity analysis. So first of all, we are iterating through loop. So we have a single for loop that goes to each element of the nums. We use num for nums. So if nums.size equals to n, the loop runs exactly n times. Then operation inside the loop. If num equals to 1, then we have comparison order of 1. Then we have current count plus plus. So we have an increment which is also equals to order of 1. Then we have max count, current count equals to order of 1. What it is? A single comparison plus assignment if needed. Then current count equals to 0 or order of 1 when resetting. So each operation inside the loop is constant time, so total work equals to order of n. Now we have space complexity. So here variables are used are max count, which is integer and which is equals to order of 1, and current count, which is also integer and order of 1. And there are no extra structures or variables created. So overall complexity will be order of 1, which is constant space. Okay, so thank you. Have a nice day.